Blunt.
No.
Sprawled. That looks like the most comfortable position. Meanwhile, I'm crisscross applesauce. You can tell we're just comfortable in that, you know?
That's the thing. Don't judge us.
We're
We're back home. We're home. This is what I built this shit for. For me to get comfortable on a goddamn fucking pallet bench.
You ain't wrong, man.
I made 2 beds over here.
Yeah.
You think I ain't gonna lay out?
You ain't wrong on it.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
It's Saturday night, you know?
That's what I'm saying, bro. You know how many times I just come over here and lay down and smoke a blunt?
I am sad that we went fully cart heavy today because it's nice to smoke a bleezy.
That's what I'm saying.
But fuck it, man. I just been ripping this thing all goddamn day.
I'm gonna lie, and it's not a bad thing. I have not had an actual cart in fuck. So now I'm just gonna be like act.
I mean, like super into Game of Thrones right now. So I just be like sitting in bed, just stupid, watching Game of Thrones getting ripped. I've been super into like this book read, right? So super book heavy. So I've been reading the actual game. I like watching shows or reading books and then watching shows and like comparing the difference. Like what they cut out, how the characters, you know? I've been super into GOT right now because I'm still I'm in the books right now. But it's been nice to like just get super stoned, still and watch. I've been going to bed. Oh my god, I feel like an old couple now because me and Key will lay in bed and we'll read a book for about 30, 45 to an hour, you know.
You guys cut off the lights like one side at a time?
No, we don't have lamps. We just got the light switch.
Not gonna lie, that.
Oh, she'd be done first, and I usually see that as my sign dead stuff. So you wrap my chapter up. You bookmark.
Got to get one of the book lights.
Oh, the books is crazy.
Or do the TV shows compared to the fuck?
I don't know if I've explained this to you.
Because books are always better than the cinema.
Always, right? What did that for me when I was younger was I read Chronicles of Narnia, and then they came out with that movie. I watched it with my parents. I remember being. But on the counter side of that, right? You read Harry Potter's?
So I read the first like book and a half.
You watch the movies?
I've probably seen like or combined of all of them.
But you've seen like Mr. and Mrs. Dursley, you've seen Dudley and all those characters, right? Tell me they're not the perfect like adaptation from the book. So it's like the counter side of that. Sometimes they do hit.
Sometimes they do hit,
right?
but like they don't hit consistently. Because like even the same thing we mentioned it before, like or I mentioned it before, Hunger Games. That was the first like one of the first real series that I read, and then the movies came out, and I was like, oh,
you put me on that before.
They did fucking Ida fucking perfectly. Like Josh Hutcherson does it perfectly. Like Woody Harrelson, right? Hamish. But then you look at like Ellie, and it's like or I don't know, Ellie, the runner of it all. He did fucking great. But I don't know, man. It's just there's shit that doesn't portray right. Like it doesn't, or they leave out like crucial moments in the book that are like pivotal moments.
Sure.
And then like they move it in, and you're watching the movie, and it's like, dude, they never did it. Like, what the fuck?
Your favorite scene?
Like I want to say Rue's death in the first one. Like the book made it such a big like, and there's Rue, dude. Yeah. And like in the movie, I feel like it was just so like walked over.
Sometimes I miss, but yeah, I like going back and doing that. Someone recommended Nathan. Shout out Nathan. Recommended.
Shout out Nathan. For real, I'm glad I'm your favorite. I love you.
Knock out some John Wick. So that's what I'm gonna do.
I haven't. My mom and pops have been trying.
Are you a big action fan? Action movie fan?
Dude, I'm not really a movie fan.
Oh, I was trying to think. The movies that I like remember watching us was like the other guys. I remember watching the other guys, Step Brothers. So like Pineapple Express. We watch comedies, but
like somebody asked me like that I'm on fucking. So like I was asked what my favorite movie was. Yeah, come on, bitches. But no, I was on there and somebody asked me what my favorite movie was, and I was like, I honestly I don't know.
Oh, you couldn't name your favorite movie off top?
No.
I could for sure.
Like, and I'm not gonna say Step Brothers or like Pineapple Express. Like,
I could name mine. Country for Old Men, very. Godfather 2, great.
Great movie.
Goodfellas, great.
Like I feel like I've seen all the classic shit. This is the thing.
Classics go way before us, right? And I'm not a cinema buff like that, so I'm not gonna dive into like classic French movies and stuff like that.
Yeah, facts.
You know,
like if I go on Netflix or Hulu, I'll put on a string of movies. Like honestly, I like comedies, man. Still, fucking Dad of the Year. I know it's recent, but I think that is the funniest movie of all time with David Spade, where the dude comes back from
that's the
college.
Netflix joint.
Yes, and my
We
God,
watched
like
that. We watched
yes,
that. Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
literally
That
there
was a
was
good
a
movie.
span
Funny.
of like 4 months where every time I went to sleep, it was to that. Cause like no matter what, that shit was having me crack the fuck up. It's like there's times like that, or like dodgeball. I could still go back and
I
watch
love
dodgeball.
Dodgeball. One of my
Dodgeball's fucking
favorites.
hilarious.
Yeah, but then I'll play for a lot, right? Because I could go back and watch Forgetting Sarah Mark all the
Hilarious.
time.
I think I just like comedies. I like horror movies too, but like horror movies don't really scare me. Not really anything terrifying about.
Not recently.
I don't like watching
You ever
them
get scared
alone
as a
though.
kid?
Yeah, dude, Freddy Krueger. First time I ever watched Freddy Krueger, I was I want to say I was like 3.5, 4 years old, right?
Old school. What
VHS.
movie did you watch though?
Freddy Krueger 1. It
Yo,
was
Nightmare on Elm
first
Street.
fucking yeah.
Got it.
And I remember asking my mom, like, I wanted to watch it. I don't know why. They said no, and ended up going to bed. And I snuck out of my bed and put it on. And when
Ballsy
he
kid.
is born, when the woman's giving birth, and Freddy Krueger pops out and starts chasing them around the fucking emergency room, which is like 5 minutes into the fucking movie, people. Pissed my pants and ran to my parents' room. I was so fucking scared. And then for like
pissed my pants
until I was probably like 6 or 7, bro. Freddy Krueger scared the shit out of me. So like whenever I would go into the bathroom, if the curtain was closed, I'd always open up the curtain and it had to be wide open, and I had to check in there and make sure nothing was in there.
Dream, right?
I'd be scared to fucking open the toilet, dude.
You ever have dreams about him?
No.
He gets you in dreams,
No,
right? So
never got me in dreams. No. I've never, so
and
you want to hear the weirdest shit? When I was little, I wouldn't even say little. I would say probably like 5th grade, maybe like 6th, 7th grade-ish. The weirdest dreams that I remember were like I would have Michael Myers, like Jason, like Freddy Krueger,
all of the slashers.
Well, not even just them. It was really weird, dude. It'd be like Rock, Stone Cold. They would all be on sheep. And like I remember when I was little, everybody taught me to count sheep when I was. Yep. And so it would always be a different person on top of the sheep. And then whenever Freddy Krueger came around, I woke up real quick. Yeah. Then I would kind of just lay there until I fell asleep. But it never got me in my dreams, which I'm glad I got strong enough mind.
Biggest, that's the most scary slasher.
I think that is the scariest thing in the world, because you have to sleep.
I definitely think there are scarier things. Like I would rather fight Freddy Krueger than a xenomorph from Alien. But like when it comes to slasher, I think it has to do with like the first slasher you watch, right? It was the first slasher you watch. I was young when I watched the first Halloween, so oh my god was Michael Myers, right? And I remember I had a vent above my bed and I had a bunk bed, right?
Mm-hmm.
We'll get deep on this. My bunk bed.
I remember this bunk bed. It was the same when you had a Verde.
Yeah, because I had the boots on. I had this since I was like 6th grade, right?
Yeah.
All right, so originally, I had a dream. I'm terrified of aliens, y'all. Or I was at least. It says I was terrified of aliens.
A long running gag.
I saw Signs for the first time, and I know that's a terrible movie to get scared of for the first time. But when the alien walks behind, I think everybody knows the iconic scene, right? Where he crosses. It's the kid's birthday, and they're like, "It's behind," and he just terrifies me, right? I used to have a dream. He'd climb up on my ladder to my bed, peek his head, and then just do this, right? Because I think they released like a poison in there. So it scared me down. Okay, scared me down. I took the mattress off of that because I'm not sleeping on there, sleeping on the futon now, right? There's a vent right above me. I watched Halloween, so my family, we had like Comcast or whatever it was back then, Time Warner, I want to say. And they had the HBO shit, and they had it locked behind a code. I learned the code.
Just so then you could watch all the shit that was restricted.
Bro, I watched a Halloween. Scared the shit out of me. I used to think that the vent on and off was him breathing above me. So I would stay awake at night just listening to Michael Myers breathe above me. And it terrified me. That was my favorite.
I can feel that too, because I remember being young and me and Megan wanted to watch that. And my parents didn't. Or they went to bed or something. And I remember staying up and watching that with her. And I was absolutely terrified of Michael Myers.
Michael Myers is like a legit.
But then it's crazy, like you go back and watch it now, and it's like, why was I scared of this?
Because what was the one that folded a person in half on the mattress?
God,
I think it was Jason, actually.
Yeah, I think so too.
I got Friday the 13th.
There's some of them that are.
One's my favorite.
And or there's good horror movies, man.
Yeah. You ever seen like the Hellraiser series?
Oh,
Terrifying.
13 Goats. 13 Ghosts scared me when I was a
I
kid.
love that.
I
That's
did too. That was a great movie. I love Matthew Lillard. I won't lie.
I think they're gonna. Rumored. I think it's been rumored for a long
They're
time.
gonna remake it.
No, Netflix said they were gonna do like an anthology series on the 13 Ghosts.
That would be dope.
Like explaining, but that was years ago. So
you know they're always processing.
It's great that we are at a point where all of our like, oh God, we're getting backstories on it because people.
Facts, man. Everybody loves spooky shit.
Well, yeah, everybody wants to be afraid. But then I also love like the childish side of Halloween, right? We're like Halloween Town and movies like that. I still like that kind of side of Halloween as well.
Facts, because then even fucking The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah,
that's technically a Halloween.
I kind of like those kind of vibes as well. You ever seen Trick or Treat? That's a good scary movie.
I feel like too. I have.
And it's like a shorts, right? It's not like one big story. It's like a couple stories told, I think. It's been a while since I've seen it. It's a good.
I want to have to check out. Jeepers Creepers was terrifying. I used to watch. I used to like the Texas Chainsaw.
Oh yeah,
fucking Hills Have Eyes.
That's a scary
fucking creepy movie.
Is that a
dude.
horror movie?
I think it's more of like a. I don't know, dude.
My dad took me and my sister to watch it. We're in like 3rd and 4th grade.
That shit was creepy, dude.
Fucking ruined.
I remember watching it and watching the R word scene in the RV.
Trailer, the RV,
oh,
right?
dude, that shit just fucking made me cringe to the maximum.
Legit creepy scene.
That shit, I think that was one of the things I was most scared of. Was just the thought that that was real. Like that shit is terrifying to me. I don't like the ones that could be real.
I mean,
Michael Myers, Freddy, all that shit. I ain't worried.
That's not that couldn't be
knickknacks. Fucking like the minute I met Robert Englund as like fucking I saw an interview of him actually doing it and not being fucking Freddy Krueger, just the actor. It's like, oh, this guy's cool.
Yeah,
I shouldn't be scared of him.
On Call of Duty. It's on Black Ops, the original. We've played it. It's got like Danny Trejo. It's got Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah.
We've played it. I just don't remember what it's. Yeah, let me find Robert Englund because you don't know who's behind Jason or Michael Myers. It is just a mask. It doesn't matter who's beneath.
Yeah, facts.
Like Robert Englund is synonymous.
Yeah, and then you can actually see him without the makeup. Like you see his face, like you can see Freddy, but then you like that. I wish you did that on camera because you look like Freddy. That was scary. He did it away with the impression, but like the way he did it, I want you to know that reminded me. Gave me PTSD for a second. I almost pissed my pants.
15-minute. Well, welcome back, y'all.
Yeah, shit. Welcome back, people.
Sometimes we forget we're on camera, you know.
This is shit.
Conversation.
Podcast episode. This is gonna be updated on Monday. So welcome to podcast episode 20.
Oh, our most recent episode.
We're on number 20 now.
Of this year already?
No, just in general.
Oh, in general.
Yes. I think it's like 4 or 5 of this year.
Good. Starting, you know?
But yeah, we're starting strong. We're coming on Mondays, Fridays. We're going to try to entertain y'all a little bit.
Gotta check your Snapchat.
Oh, that's terrible. Oh, that's a terrible joke. Just hit me up on Snapchat and said, knock, knock. Said, hey, what's up? Hey, like, God. You're supposed to say, who's there? So I said, okay, who's there? Hawaii. Hawaii who? I'm fine. Hawaii you.
I don't know if that's like a laughing point. I don't know if I would go LMAO.
With that many rollings?
I don't know if it's that good.
I don't understand. Do you get it?
No. Hawaii. Hawaii.
Hawaii
Maybe it's
you.
supposed to sound like, how are you? But it doesn't to me.
I don't know how to respond to that.
I wouldn't. Difference. Glad I'm in a relationship.
I'm gonna kind of. This is the thing, though. It's fun. You kind of just get to play along, and then if it gets like to the point where you don't want to play along anymore, it's like, I'm good. You're kind of weird.
Can I hit her with a cool knock knock joke? It's a good knock knock joke, you know. Show her how it's done.
This is the thing. I like to think of dad jokes in my spare time.
You write them down?
Yeah, let's see. I got one in here. Let's see. Oh, man. I don't know. See, this is what I mean, though. I'm not good at talking to people. I don't like small talk, and I don't like...
You gotta go through it. You gotta get somewhere. You gotta start somewhere.
I had in my old phone, bro, I had a list of these. Like, I literally had a list
Are
of
any
these.
of them centered around you sitting down?
I mean, why does it always come back? You sit when you pee. Why is that always? Why is that always the go-to?
I don't know.
Why is that subconsciously bad for you?
Something about the idea
I
of an
literally
adult.
only sit down to piss when I take a shit.
Listen,
Which you had fully admitted that you do the
that
same
doesn't-
damn thing.
obviously you're not gonna stand up and piss when you're done pooping. But the idea of you, like, hey, you're running to the gas station, get something to drink, but you gotta piss. So you go to the bathroom. The idea of you sitting down to piss instead of standing in the urinal or standing to pee is funny.
I don't like. Why would I sit down in a public bathroom?
Because I don't know. You tell me.
I'm not
That's what
gonna
I
do that.
envision though. You're in like a public bathroom, sitting down to piss. What's better? What would you rather do? Sit down while you pee, or pull your pants all the way down to urinal, ass out, middle school style, ass out.
Sit down to pee.
Yeah, because that's a little bit better.
Yeah,
you don't want to be the guy with ass out.
No,
Who's the guy
I think of Butters from
Letterkenny,
South Park. Oh,
where they go
yeah.
in the first episode, go to piss.
The McMurray?
I think it might be McMurray's a piece of shit.
I think so.
That got me for a long time. Why did we stop watching Letterkenny? We like binged 4
Truthfully,
seasons.
I think
and
they took a minute to release the next episode. Like, it was like a year and a half, 2 years.
fell off in that gap.
Yeah.
Are you caught in?
I'm really
Snapchat
just trying.
conversation?
No, I'm trying to find
You're
a
still
good.
digging for a joke. God.
Because this is the thing. Like I
Google
said, I
pickup
don't
lines.
like talking to people, man. I'm not even Googling pickup lines.
You got to.
I just tried to come up with something clever, more clever than Hawaii are you?
Any of the dad jokes
Nah.
you listed off before.
But there would just be a random drop.
Hawaii.
This is literally 4 minutes. That was the first messages that she sent me after matching on Bumble. That was what it was. Huh?
I don't know.
You know, it's weird. I
Tinder
didn't
was not a
either.
good period.
But I thought it was easier. It was just like, hey, I'll just pick me.
I hated the Tinder.
Tinder's not
I
fun.
went through a Tinder.
There's so many fucking
fan of the
fake
Tinder.
profiles on Tinder.
Yeah, man. If you like me, go to my OnlyFans.
Yeah, it's like, no, I'm selling content. It's only $10 for 40 pictures. No, you're a
I haven't
slut.
been on Tinder.
I'm good.
It's been a while since it.
Went on there, but I maybe check it like once a month.
Once in a blue
And
moon.
then there's one. I have like 4 or 5 people that have liked me on there, but you can't see it if you don't pay. No,
That's an interesting.
like fuck that, and it's like $19 for a week. Like, it's not worth. Pussy ain't worth that.
Apple Arcade. That's
Yeah, see,
aside from my
I'm the
Hulu, you
exact
know?
same. Like, I'm not doing it. It's not worth my time. Plus, I don't got time. Like, I think it's a bad balance right now.
What do you mean?
I just do
Time-wise?
too much.
Yeah.
I don't have time to be so. I
Nope.
really like, and I want to.
Priorities.
But yeah, seriously, we are literally on the fucking grind right now. The people don't understand. I'm working like 22 hours a day.
Remember that?
What are you, some kind of girl or something? Some kind of.
stand up? Everybody would it. Already fucked it up.
No, we're keeping this. I think that's my motivation. I'm not gonna lie. Due Date is one of my favorite movies because of
Due
that.
date.
Yeah, with
Wow.
Zach Galifianakis
And Robert Downey Jr. and Jamie
when he
Foxx.
sits there and he starts crying in the public bathroom because Dad's finally dead and he finally cries.
Yeah.
He goes, "Hey, be that football coach. Show me that Evan Tremblay
That
is
shit
real."
is so funny.
Hey,
we gotta get him, guys.
What are you, some kind of girl or something? And 62. What are you doing out there? What are you, some kind of girl or something? That shit is hilarious to me. And then they bring it back at the end because he has to do it, like Robert Downey has to do it. It's funny to me.
Yeah, that's a good
It's
movie.
funny. That's my motivational speech if I ever need one. Keep going. What are you, some kind of girl or something?
I don't need no more.
Can't sell pictures.
I'll put on some. I'll throw some cheap.
100%.
I usually get you
Hustle and
going.
motivate is legitly a daily listen.
Look at that. That'll light a fire under your ass.
If
That's
it
for sure.
don't, then something's wrong. Knock knock jokes are not a good way. conversation.
I love knock knock.
I do too.
But I love the knock knock boo.
Aren't you glad I didn't say orange? I like that
Shit's still
one.
funny to me.
There's some
Knock knock boo.
yeah. Why you crying? It's just a joke.
Sometimes
There's classic ones. You
I'm
know,
a big fan of the.
but so there's this dude at one of my literally like I'll always dap him up, say what's up and shit. But anytime we speak, it's just the worst yo mama jokes we can of. I miss them so much. And like the last year of my life, it has just been the most joyous occasion. It's like an episode of Yo Mama on MTV, but every day. Like any day he's there.
That was a good. Okay, I got a good question. You could bring back one 2000s or MTV show.
Yo Mama.
Room Raiders.
Yo Mama.
Next.
Yo Mama. Room Raiders was really good, but Yo Mama.
Like Next is funny as shit to me. Pimp My Ride.
I thought.
What was that parental control where the parents picked the date?
Oh, that was a good one too. Fuck, dude, you're literally bringing back like my like elementary and middle school summer vacation.
Fucking awesome.
Fuck, dude, I'm trying to think of the other ones from those because those were good. Fucking, I remember that one was a good one too. I just remember Room Raiders. Room Raiders was a good one because they used to go in with like full ass black lights and like
see how much time you beat off back then. Yeah, those were the days. I miss watching like Jersey Shore for the first time.
Dude, this is what's crazy. Me and my sister literally watched Jersey Shore religiously.
It loud.
Like summer vacation was the best as a kid.
Is it nuts to think that you have a sweater from them?
No.
You had a sweater.
I think it's fucking Pauly D fucking pressed that shit for me.
Oh, you know.
For you, for me.
Pretty neat to think, brother. I remember walking into AC and they had like the casino on the bottom floor and just smell of cigarettes that kind of waft in that area. You had to like walk through the casino
and see,
or like the casino's like off to the left.
That's crazy. It's been several years, not several. I would say a couple. I don't want to elaborate and think like overachiever. It's been a couple of years since I've smoked cigarettes.
Yeah,
and now the smell of it,
nauseous.
Absolutely nauseating. Like I'll go outside, like I'll go see my parents, and they'll be outside smoking, and I'll go on the back deck, and it gets trapped in there. And I'm just like, whoa! I get why what y'all say about the weed now. Like hit your nostrils, and it's like
that smells. Steven's hooked into Texas.
Yeah, I'm a great multitasker.
Oh Jesus! Curry dropped 60.
Jesus, I saw that in like 143, 141. I saw this debate. Okay, so kind of sports talkish. But what do you think will come first? I saw Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce debating this. 200 points by a team in a game or 100 points by an individual player in a game?
200. We've seen blowouts where it's like 160.
But with Joel dropping 71, Doncic dropping 73, Cat dropping 61, Steph dropping 60, the way that the NBA is being played now, and even if you did hit 200, what's the likelihood of that player hitting 100 in that one game?
Steph still holds the record for three. Klay Thompson did 14 in a game, right?
And he had
14 times.
Well, you got to think he has the most points in a quarter too. I think he scored 32 in a quarter. In the first quarter, and then even Joel Embiid, Embiid dropped 71 and he didn't play 13 minutes. Like imagine if you played that full 48, or if it goes into extended time, it could easily. I could see 100 being broken. I could see 200 being broken too, but I think if you hit 200, one of your players is hitting 100.
I don't think so.
I think so.
A bench of 9-10 players.
But how many realistically actually play that full?
So bench? I would imagine a 200-point game, you're probably having 8 or 9 solid contributors.
Let me ask you this:
16 here, 14 there.
If Kobe's 81 game, if Toronto found a way to get that overtime, do you think he could drop 19 in overtime?
Yes.
So 100 is possible though, and they would not have been anywhere near.
What did Luka have? 70 something,
73. I want to say.
Went to overtime. He could
have dropped. I could see somebody getting 27 in a quarter easy.
Yeah, you might be right if we're including overtime.
And they're not close. I mean, Steph just dropped 60 and it was at 140. I mean, it's realistically he's getting a
Yeah,
good
but
percentage
60
of
at
those
140.
is insane. But I mean, even then, we've seen stuff light up in the fourth quarter, man.
Sure.
Like he could definitely turn that shit off. Like how many minutes was he playing? Like 32? Because if somebody were to play a full game and were to absolutely go lights out, like I could see them scoring
The
100.
highest scoring NBA game was 186 to 184.
And it went to like 3 or 4 overtimes.
Put that in the modern NBA. Getting 3 OT. Got a player
Oh,
like
yeah.
Luka dropping 80, 90 points. Now, granted,
He could drop 100. I could see him hit 100 though.
So it might be a hand in hand, but I think the likelihood of 200 hitting before 100.
Because you got to think another 15 minutes. If they go to 3 overtimes,
yeah.
If Joel Embiid, when he dropped 71, he had to play the rest of that whole game. Like, say they weren't up big and he didn't have to sit out. He sat out 13 minutes, so he only played 38 minutes. Or I think 38. So he missed 10, I want to say. Maybe it was like 36 that he dropped it in. So 71 in 36 minutes. You add on the extra 12 and then you add on the 15. So you add on 27 minutes. You're telling me he just dropped 71 and 36. He can't drop another 29 in 27?
Yeah, but like that's happening. Just adds.
It would have to be a star player. It would have to be somebody that it's centered around them. Like when Devin Booker dropped 70 a couple times, but he was the only one on the Suns.
It'd have to be KD putting 50 as well.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, but like, or even then, it would just have to be. Yeah, you'd have to have a dynamic duo that would literally be out there.
I think that's possible though.
Like, or even a Kobe. Like when Kobe was 81,
putting up 60, and a Jalen going up 40, 50.
Yep.
And then you've got everybody else adding 10, 15, 20 here. I think that's a 200-point game is more possible, more likely.
I can see
both of them are more plausible. Now,
I think they both could be broken.
But this is my debate with that. Kobe Bryant was such a pivotal character. He'd be a dickhead to go score over 81 now. I think 81 would always have to be
like that would be
second
hard.
highest scoring. Even if you wanted to get 100, it would be hard to argue. Hey, well, why'd you get over 81? And that brings me to my, I guess, next question. If you were at 80, what do you do?
Sub me out, coach.
80, and there's 2 minutes left.
Sub me out, coach. I joined the 80 club. There's only 2 other people, 2, yeah?
Yeah, because it'd be
Kobe's number 2 all time, 81.
What are you doing?
I joined the 80 club. Coach, take me out.
Out of respect alone, you're never scoring over, so that limits.
So have you heard the whole Kobe Bryant conspiracy now?
No, no.
The man, it wasn't an accident. The man was murdered.
What's the
he was a man of the people. He 2 weeks before his plane went down, he had like 13 lawsuits out against Big Pharmaceutical. They were using ingredients and all kinds of shit that were harmful. And then there was something that they were using, like the Black Mamba. They were trying to use his likeness and shit like that. So he had like a lot of lawsuits out against them. And I haven't really like deep dove into it. I saw this shit though, and there was a video that well explained it. I don't retain all this shit. Yeah. But he was pretty much trying to fight that shit, and Big Pharma wasn't about it. So Kobe was a sacrifice, literally just trying to fight for the people. Expose Big Pharmacy for everything they were doing to us, causing cancer and yeah. He was like, I don't want to say it was 2 weeks. It might have been like 2 days or like 3 days before he was supposed to make his first court appearance in the lawsuits.
Kobe was just
it just adds on to him, man. Like Kobe was a man of the people. Like that man really was an angel. Like he was.
You're not gonna want to score over.
Fuck no, bro. Like
200 is more logical.
That's one of those ones, and that's what sucks, dude. I think the 81 is more, like to me at least, the 81 means more than the 100. Yeah. Just because it was Kobe.
Yep.
That was modern day. It wasn't when he was towering over literally everybody. Like. Wild shit. That's the GOAT.
My opinion. It's all generational based.
I think, yeah.
Kobe was so.
Yeah.
And we grew up hating him. Yes. We watched him whoop our team's ass. But
like literally that man, and not even, and it transcends more, like even as a human being, like that man is up there for me in regards. Like I hold him a lot higher than like LeBron and Michael and all them, because he taught me Mamba mentality. No matter what, you don't have to be. Like you could be less talented than somebody, but like if you're willing to work harder than this motherfucker, you will beat them out every fucking day. Like he just had like a more everlasting, like he really had the passion to just go out and get that shit. Like no matter how many odds were stacked against you, you can make that shit happen. Cat, one of these days I gotta get him on camera because like that cat is literally a lynx. Got a 40-pound cat. Is about 40 pounds.
Meanwhile, my sister's got like a fucking 5.5, 6 pound.
It's insane how big like some of these dogs. There is one at my parents' house that lives up the hill from them, and it literally looks like a bear. Like it is a lady that's probably like 5'8" that walks him out, and it comes up to like right below her rib cage.
What are those dogs? Like Great
Ah,
Danes?
fuck no! I want to say it's like
thin,
a Malamute.
hounds? Oh, okay.
Like no, I'm telling it looks like a real bear. Like it is a big. It's probably like
like a Tibetan.
Yeah, it might be a Tibetan Mastiff. Like it's like a 150-pound dog.
What are the dogs that have like super long legs?
Greyhounds.
No, bigger than a Great Dane.
Greyhounds are super tall dogs. They're like
bigger than a Greyhound, like thicker. Because I've seen a Greyhound.
This is like the one that Carissa used to have.
Yeah, what was that?
I want to say it's a Greyhound.
No, here, let me Google a picture of a Great.
That'd be a Great Dane.
There's a girl in our our area that walks her dogs. She has 2 of them, and Tiana calls them the horses because they literally come up way past her.
Yeah, if you can ride a dog,
it's one of these guys. She's got 2 of these Great Danes.
Yep, that is it. And those dogs are fucking huge. Are you gonna camera? Yeah, you can kind of. Ah, you are.
Well, my Pop had Rottweilers always since I grew up. So that's my favorite dog is a Rottweiler. Always dreamed of Rottweilers Rottweilers are boxers because I always had fun.
I love boxers. Tommy was part boxer, and Tommy was one of the greatest dogs.
Full as fuck. So I like that about boxers. I want a big dog that I can fuck around with.
Yeah, like that you can wrestle around with and cuddle with and fuck up. Like I wrestle with Nipsey all the time. Yeah, Ginger too. Like Ginger's so stocky, like, and she's a jujitsu fighter. This is the thing. Dude. As soon as I walk up to her, she just lays on her side and then gets on her back, starts kicking on top of her, put her in different positions, put her in different holds. And she fucking loves it. Her tail's just would love my life.
What was that movie? Dogs versus Cats. Yeah, it just had like whole talk and shit.
Yep. If these animals could talk to me, I would probably never come out again. I would do a podcast with them. I would make them regulars.
About being a dog.
Well, I love the ball and I love butterflies and I love this. You ever watch that dog chase butterflies?
I think about that. They could talk. It would just be so scatterbrained.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. And I forgot to tell you. It would remind me of like. Tell you about this.
Yeah.
I left this under the stairs.
And the mailman came earlier. Yeah. I barked at him a whole bunch.
I forgot to tell you. I drank water and spilled it.
Have you ever watched Up?
Oh, never watched Up.
It reminded me. So like they have the dog Doug.
I've seen.
I bark squirrel. Yeah. I feel like that would be Nipsey, especially like she has such bad ADD. Like anything will catch her attention and she's gone, and then she'll be right on to another. And I think she's just so like simple-minded. I don't want to say she's dumb. Like she's a genius dog, but like she will just prance out in like my parents' or sister's backyard because they got the connected. And if there's butterflies chasing around, just prance around trying butterflies. Like it would just be so cool. I would love that shit. But I probably wouldn't socialize anymore. Tell you, look, he is the size of my thigh. Like he said, I'm a tall person. Dog, man.
You do? Yeah, me as a human being.
Hair?
Just crazy amounts of hair.
Like
and I still have like thick head of hair.
That's healthy, actually.
The amount that I lose is alarming sometimes. Kiana just will sweep up. I'll be sweeping, mopping something. The amount of hair that I catch, I'm like, oh, that's all brown hair. I cleaned the vacuum the other day. Babe, I'm sorry. Because it's just my hair everywhere.
I've gotten lazy as of recently. I haven't brushed my hair. And I went and brushed my hair. It was like a month. And dude, there was so much in that brush. I looked at my hair and was like making sure I didn't have bald spots. I'm good.
I'm never good.
I'm the same. I'm not.
I don't want to grow my hair out since cutting my hair. Oh, you got to see today.
That's
haircut.
You knew me. I had the same haircut from like 5 years old until
Your high school.
Not even longer than that, bro. Because like I probably did not grow my hair out like till 24, 25. Other than that, it was always tight. It was like 2 buzz cut, 3 buzz cut, all around, short hair. Then I grew it out and I was like, bruh, why
Life-changing.
did I never do this again? Once I got out of the ugly stage, like you can't do shit with it.
My dad used to call it the weird phase. Where you
Yeah,
can't do
bro.
shit with your hair.
And once you get down to it, and then I was just like, yeah. Then I get compliments on it all the time. And I think that shit, like, there's 2 compliments that will literally melt my ass.
So good?
Yep.
Or your hair looks
Your
nice.
hair looks man. Like, and I love when old ladies come up. Like, there's so many times I'll have my hair up in a bun or some shit, and they'll come up. I haven't seen a man wear a hair like that in forever. It looks beautiful, or just like hype me up, and I'm like, out of this shit. I think
I needed
those are the 2. Like, you can't get me off that mountain after that.
Smell good is the best compliment.
Facts. I was sitting there working my store the other day, and I had to put cologne on. So then I was yeah. So I put cologne on, right? And I'm sitting there stalking the aisle, and you know, they're decent looking. They walked down and they stopped and they looked at me, and I was like, "You smell good. Is that you that smells so good?" And I was like, "Yeah, I hope so. Thank you." Made my whole day. I was like, "Fuck yeah, bitches think I smell good." That would be the downfall. I would not want that motherfucker to be able to talk. No, he already doesn't shut the fuck up. Like, and now it would be like, I actually hear food, 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 pet, don't pet, get away, come here, go away. Where you at? Shut the fuck up.
You ever have a giant cat as a companion or a giant dog? Oh, I mean like higher than waist. A lion-sized cat or a lion-sized dog. Can't talk. It's just a domesticated creature. Like that's what you're a dire wolf.
Yeah, I'm
Big-ass
trying to think because
lion.
like the cat would not be loyal. Cat would be
it's like
more
Doobie, but
agile.
just like the size of a lion.
But this
Or
is-
Nipsey, size of a dire
You know what I
wolf.
learned about cats?
What?
Kind of blew my
The
mind.
way they see you.
No.
Oh, what?
So, like, have you ever heard about the stories of cats eating their owners?
Yes.
That is the highest form of respect of a cat. You know that?
You?
They only do it to people they like.
That's it.
They've actually done scientific studies on it, and in a cat's mentality, when you die, they'll eat you so that you become a part of them and they carry you on. So if it was a cat that big, I would think of mine, yeah, because I'd have to create such a relationship with that, and I'm getting eaten by a big cat at some point.
I think it's only
I might die.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
but
only when you
imagine,
die.
imagine I get shot and it knows I'm gonna die.
No,
It might eat
it's
me.
gonna nurse you till it's gonna try to keep you alive, and then when you die and it's
But
locked
a
in the house
dog,
with you-
man, could you imagine that big of a dog?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That would be fucking awesome, man. You could ride that thing
I've been watching
around.
too much Game of Thrones with these dire wolves. So all the main Starks, they have a dire wolf.
Uh-huh.
Some of them can like have like this different type of relation. Commands. They just come here. You know, they just know everything. Fight for him in battle and shit.
So, like, would it have lion teeth?
It would be a lion
I'm trying to think. That would be cool. So a lion or like a giant wolf.
or like a giant ride-sized wolf. I can ride you to battle type shit.
I think I'm gonna go with a lion.
Yeah.
I think it
Either
would
way, it's
just
a
be.
win-win, right?
I think it would just be way more badass to walk up with a lion. You remember? You watch Walking Dead?
Yeah.
Ezekiel when he had the fucking lions on a
I think it's
leash.
just
Is it a tiger? But either way, walking up with a big cat
I think her
like
name is
that.
like Shiva or some shit like that.
Yeah.
She's a badass.
I can imagine having a lion with the mane just walk up and roar at you. I think that'd be fucking awesome. Like, yeah, a wolf's
What?
gonna howl and it could rip me
does
the
have-
fuck
I
up.
feel
It's
like
got
there
nice
is something that
canines.
has, like, okay, but like as lions, you ever read
Fucking,
Chronicles of Narnia?
yeah,
That size.
that would be fucking that kind of lion.
he just
Yeah.
talks super
I
majestic
would love
and
that.
regal.
It'd be fucking awesome. That'd be fucking awesome. I'd take that. I don't know though, because the loyalty of a dog is fucking phenomenal. If it was that big, you could just ride it around. But it would be a wolf. It wouldn't. Wolves would still be. It would. I mean, they're descendants. That's a hard one. Can I have both? Oh,
They don't like each other though.
they like each other. Cats and dogs like each other.
Yeah, but these ones don't. They're that
These two
size. They
do.
don't.
Like if I could just expand them to that size, then if they could talk, that's even better. Feels good to be back in front of cartoon.
Good to be back on Mother Base. Come up with a clever name for that.
Bro, we got
OG.
2 locations nowadays. Y'all are probably gonna be sitting here like, what the fuck? Why do they just keep bouncing back and forth?
We want to be here every time we record.
We record in
Sometimes
multiple cities.
schedules just fuck with us.
Makes it sound better as a business that we have multiple cities.
Factual though.
Yeah. We tour Colorado. If no. Appreciate y'all for always rocking with us, for showing love. Share, like, comment, dip in. If y'all want to schedule, come down and talk with us. I want to get in on a Zoom call.
All of it,
anything, man. We're trying to talk to everybody.
Thanks for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell somebody. Take their phone. Subscribe. We don't care. Give us some love. We love y'all. Peace.